Hello everyone and welcome to episode 60 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, using a modern day UFC save here, as it is a Fight Night episode as Robert Whittaker taking on Paulo Costa in our main event. As far as two top 5 middleweights battling it out in the main event. Very, very fun fight there, as I think stylistically they match up very, very well, and should be a fun one, as we do have two pieces of mail. I do want to go through the rankings again, because it has been a bit of a minute since we have ran through them, and plus the pay-per-views coming up in May, as the next episode, of course, Volkanovski Holloway 3, as the two pieces of mail. First of all, Kevin Gastelum, the recreational drug use, it's not going to get changed, so he still will be beating Antonio Carlos Jr. Good for him, because it's just like, come on, man. It's a recreational use. You're not getting an advantage. Now, for Rafael Dos Anjos, even though he is up there in age, TRT, bit of a no-no. You can't be doing that. So, he's going to be gone for a year, which is unfortunate. He did get fucking clobbered, though, by LeQuay, but still, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. As our rankings, as far as, of course, the heavyweight division, new champ John Jones, pretty much waiting for the Derek Lewis Ngannou fight, which is coming up. It is on the next episode, so we'll find out who will be the number one contender between Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou. Then, as far as kind of the next man up, probably be Dos Santos, honestly. He's on a bit of a tear. As far as it really depends on who wins the Curtis Blades Juan Adams fight. Because, Curtis Blades, very, very tough wrestler. Of course, Juan Adams has been just on a fucking roll as the Kraken. Because, Curtis Blades and Junior Dos Santos, of course, fought back in February of 2020, which Blades won. But if Dos Santos fights Juan Adams and he knocks him out, after Juan Adams knocks out Curtis Blades, he'll have to be the number one contender. It just kind of is what it is. At his age, too, it'd be kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, though. Him and Derek Lewis have the same amount of, has the exact same record, except for the one no contest, with, as far as him and Francis having a no contest apiece. As, it's kind of crazy. Alistair Overeem, I believe he's fighting his, I think it would be, it'd be his 76th fight. So that's kind of crazy to think about in his MMA career coming up. That is a shit ton of fights, but that's going to be a fun one to see. Rothwell's still ranked, which is kind of crazy. Cyril Gane is climbing up. He's, I believe he's fighting, I don't think he's fighting Dukakis. He might actually be fighting, I thought he was fighting Shamil. Yeah, he is fighting Shamil at the Fight Island card coming up in July. That'd be a huge jump for him, facing somebody in the top 10. A Sambo fighter, too. A guy that has a lot of experience compared to him. It'd be a fun fight. And then probably, it's tough, because obviously Cyril Gane, like, if we throw him against Justin Willis, Willis will beat him, for sure, with his wrestling. But that's a fight that we probably have to make. Gane, he's going to have to fight a wrestler eventually, as far as, because he'll either have to fight Blades, or even Stipe, or even John Jones. A Stipe fight be interesting for him to kind of get somebody of that caliber to fight. But it really just kind of depends, too. If Ngannou loses to Derek Lewis, Cyril Gane and Francis makes a lot of sense, too. So, as far as kind of thinking of some fights on the horizon for those guys, Anthony Johnson would love to get him back in the octagon there. Of course, him and Volkov had a hell of a battle when his first fight, and of course got knocked out by Juan Adams, unfortunately, back in February, so we gotta wait a little bit for him to get back. But we might do the rematch with, or not even a rematch. We might actually, if John Jones loses, and if he loses to Ngannou, or even Derek Lewis, even, I doubt it'll happen, but you never know. We'll definitely set up that fight that was supposed to happen, anyways. But obviously back when they were kind of both in their prime, but we'll take it here. It'll still be a fun fight to make. Light heavyweight division, it's again just waiting on someone to be able to fight Anthony Smith for the new light heavyweight title, the vacant light heavyweight title. I mean, Yuri Prochazka, just a little bit outside that range. Jacare Souza's got his last fight against Shogun, of course, still. Blachowicz and Walker, they're fighting at the International Fight Week card, I believe. Yeah, so that's happening in July. Reyes is recovering still. Ryan Bader got knocked out by Luke Rockhold, so I don't know why he's ranked so high. And, Ryan Spann would kind of make a lot of sense. He only lost to Dos Santos as well, so he's somebody kind of on the outside looking in to potentially fight for the light heavyweight title. Roundtree, if he would have beat Ryan Bader, that would have been huge for him, because it would have definitely made the real life fight to happen. Obviously, Roundtree knocked out Anthony Smith, but to make that fight here in the safe would have been great, but just kind of is what it is. So the division's kind of in a bit of a mixed array. OSP rank that high is kind of crazy too. Of course, Thiago Santos dropping way the fuck down, almost outside the top 20. We got some guys coming in now that as far as Nasruddin is ranked now at 25th. Lonzo Minfield's on a tear. He's 5-0 right now. He's somebody that he just beat Misha Kirknov, who's ranked, so he beat his first ranked guy, of course, back in March. So he's definitely somebody to watch out for to fight a top-ranked guy. We might give him OSP just to really, he'll still be top 10. That would be a great jump for him. That's just kind of what we're thinking. Because, we could do Prochazka and Anthony Smith, because I love Yuri Prochazka, of course, but his only win was the Radic win, which is huge, because Radic was 6th at that time, but still, he has beaten the top 15 guy as well, besides that, he beat Volkan, but I just, I don't know, I feel like we'd kind of be rushing him a little bit when we have Dominic Reyes waiting in the ring, waiting in the wing, rather, because he did, he beat Luke Rockhold, he beat, Corey Anderson, which is not great wins, but his knockout loss to Johnny Walker's kind of what's holding that up. If Blachowicz knocks out Walker, Blachowicz has already fought Anthony Smith, so we kind of can't do that. We'll have to do Dominic Reyes and Blachowicz then, and then the winner of that fight will get the Anthony Smith fight. So just so much variables going on in that light heavyweight division, which is kind of funny that we had John move up to heavyweight to free up this division, and now it's in a bit of a disarray of just so many different contenders right now. The middleweight division, of course, Adesanya is the champ, and this Whittaker Costa fight is kind of like who's ever gonna fight Izzy next. That's not Jack Hermanson, because Jack's gonna get this fight. I hate to do it, but I feel like he's probably the guy that could give him maybe the most trouble out of these guys left. Brad Tavares, I don't think, would give him a lot of problems. Gaslam dropped down because of a failed drug test, which is crazy because it shouldn't even matter. He still should be a top 5 guy. Of course, he's lost to Darren Till. That was a split decision loss, and they had the great fight with Adesanya. Again, as far as he could fight another top-ranked guy, that'd be great. Top 5 guy, maybe Tavares. It's just the middleweight division, again, it's a bit wide open. Izzy's at the top. Obviously, it'd be perfect for Pereira to come in and fight him. I don't want to, obviously, he got fast-tracked really, really fast, of course, in real life. It's kind of hard to kind of replicate that here in the game. We could try it, though. I don't know who he could fight next that's ranked. I believe Pereira, as far as I believe we have him fighting. Oh, no, we haven't scheduled a fight yet for him, so we're waiting. And, of course, I want him to move up to light heavyweight eventually, because I do feel like that's kind of more his weight, and I think that would definitely fit him more. But, of course, he's been knocking people out. The Cesar Ferreira fight, that was a ranked guy, so that was huge for him. So I would love to get him back in a ranking system fight. Maybe Bruno Silva. That probably makes sense. Maybe even Marc-Andre Barriot. That also, too. Because we don't want to give him a wrestler at the same time. Maybe even Uriah Hall. That kind of be a fun fight. Strickland, obviously. So that fight happened in real life. But I feel like Strickland, because it's a video game and they'd be like, oh, Strickland actually has good wrestling. He's probably going to wrestle fuck him to death in that one. But, yeah, we'll just kind of wait and see. So, Kamaru Usman, of course, he's got a lot of contenders waiting in the wing. Colby Covington has a rematch that will probably be set for him. Part of me wants to give him one more fight. That's kind of why he's free right now. Because Kamaru Usman, I believe he's out for a couple of more months. Oh, yeah, just one more month. So we could potentially give him a fight. Obviously, MVP and Colby Covington, that's a clash of styles. That can go either way. With Roy McDonald getting his win over Robbie Lawler in a huge comeback, he's been looking tremendous. We might do that fight. We might do Lawler versus Colby Covington. Even, LaQuay is somebody that could potentially fight Colby Covington as well, because he beat Dos Anjos, and that'd be a huge, huge fight for him too. So there's just a lot of different ways we can go about it. Of course, MVP, he just beat, as far as Leon Edwards, Alex Oliveira as well. Depending on what happens with Stephen Thompson and Eddie Alvarez, as far as we'll see how that plays out. I would obviously love to see Thompson and Page fight, but just kind of waiting on that. Nate Diaz, of course, just coming off of his, as far as a win back in December against Mike Perry. Now he's going to fight Jorge Masvidal, which obviously we just saw in real life they box, which actually was a really good boxing bout. I was not ready for that. It was close. Masvidal was right there with him. As a Nate Diaz fan, I'm not I'm not as far as complaining about him maybe potentially stealing one over Masvidal, but that was just a much better boxing bout than I anticipated it was going to be. So that was fun to see. But as far as that's going to be coming up for them, Jeff Neal is taking on Randy Brown. That's coming up. I believe that's going to be in the on the Africa show, so that's going to be fun. Gilbert Burns, I believe, is fighting. I think it's, I don't think it's Ponzibio. Yeah, it's Tony Martin, I believe. Yeah, that's happening at a couple of months now, or next month, rather. But yeah, Dos Anjos now dropped down to 20th. Konechko is in the top 15 again. Leon Edwards still ranked. But D-Rod, that was 15-1, 4-0. Right now, he just beat Matt Brown, which was huge, but at the same time, it's like he wasn't a ranked guy, but he beat him up pretty bad. Would love to give him a ranked guy and a guy that can kind of fit his brawling style. It's, there's a lot of fun fights at welterweight. That division's pretty wide open. So that's going to be a fun one. Lightweight, of course, Keith Lee is going to be taking on Ali Quinta. That fight's going to be in July. So pretty quick turnaround for Kevin Lee and for Quinta. But the reason why this fight's happening, Quinta's beaten him in the past. Of course, he beat Conor in April, so from April to July, that is a very, very quick turnaround for the champ, and he's looking to make his first defense. A successful one. Poirier, he's fighting Justin Gaethje. We're making that fight for even on an ESPN Plus card. It's going to main event that card. That's going to be a hell of a fight, of course. The rematch between those two, as far as for Gaethje, Poirier won that fight first time around. We'll see if he can do it again, or if Gaethje can get the win. Cerrone somehow in the top 10. I don't know how that happened. He still hasn't fought since losing to Conor back in January. That's how long he's been out for. He's still out for another 2 months. So just a long, long layover for him. I mean, he got absolutely fucked up. Like he did in real life against Conor McGregor. But, of course, Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor, I would love to make that fight. Khabib, of course, is taking on Gillespie coming up. That's going to be... It's actually main eventing a fight night, but that's going to be in Russia, so that's why we're giving it a little special treatment. That's going to be his first non-pay-per-view fight in forever. So that's going to be huge. A lot of good fights in the lightweight division for sure. Featherweight. Yeah, of course, Holloway, Volkanovski, whenever that takes on Tabuera, as Renato Money Mociano waiting on kind of who's going to win, potentially, or lose even potentially, out of that Volkanovski-Holloway fight. I would say he would probably take the loser, but also, Michael Johnson's on a bit of a tear, so we might even give him Michael Johnson. That'd probably be a good fight for both guys. Ortega, of course, T-City, he's coming off a loss to Holloway, but he's going to be gone for a little bit. Oh, no, he'll be back in about a month, so we can also make that fight, too. Of course, his only loss to Holloway, so that'd be a great fight for him. I believe Aldo is fighting on the Brazil card coming up. Or no, it's the Indiana card. That's right. It's Aldo and Darren Elkins. That's the main event for that card, which is kind of crazy. Darren Elkins almost in the top 10. Yair Rodriguez, of course, is trying to get back into the top 10. That featherweight division, again, it's another deep division. Crazy Frankie Edgar's all the way down there at 20th, but he got absolutely fucking pummeled in his last fight. Yusuf put the beat down on him, and now he's ranked. It's kind of crazy. He should be ranked higher than Frankie Edgar, but is what it is. Bantamweight. Of course, Cejudo, he's taking on Yanni coming up. Garbrain's on hiatus. Winner of this fight takes on Faber for the belt. Sandhagen, I believe, is taking on Jimmy Rivera, yeah, and then Ray Bork's taking on Brett Johns. So those two fights are taking place for the top 10. Yadong Song, I believe, is fighting either, I think it's Cody Stedman, it might be Peter Yan. Yeah, it is Cody Stedman. So that fight's taking place. Sean O'Malley, of course, ninth right now. He just beat Cheeto back in December. It's really, he's either going to face the loser of Rivera and Sandhagen or the loser of Borg and Brett Johns. It just kind of depends on how it all plays out. Dillashaw and Sterling is on, I believe, I don't think it's International Fight Week. I think it's the week before it. Yeah, it's on that Gaethje Poirier 2 card. So that's going to be a fun fight, at least from a wrestling perspective. I think those two stylistically make a lot of sense. Ricky Simone, 13th. I'm not sure exactly who will fight. If of course, him and, he lost to Brett Johns by split decision, had the win over Yanez, which is still one of the best fights we've had. He beat Yanni Yaya, which is kind of crazy to think, and now Yaya is fighting for the belt. We could do him and Casey Kinney. We could also do him and Almeida, could do him and Escuna. There's a lot of different fights we can make. Even Ronnie Lawrence, potentially, because Ronnie Lawrence, 3-0, he's looking to jump into the top 20, potentially, and again, climb up the rankings there in the bantamweight division. Flyweight. Perez is basically waiting on either, I'm still not exactly sure who I want him to fight. Pantoja makes a good bit of sense for what we're at right now. It probably will be Pantoja. Rival did beat Pantoja, but he's also lost to Perez, so it's just kind of in a weird spot to kind of do a quick turnaround in the rematch. I guess we could have, but didn't feel like that was a good idea. We're probably going to make Mahomed and Malcolm Gordon, a fight coming up. Also, Azmat Kurvov is coming up in the rankings as well. Obviously, Figgy waiting in the wing. Jair de Silva, also, he is coming off of his suspension in just 20 days. So we might even do that fight. Do Jair de Silva and Alex Perez and maybe do the rematch with Pantoja and Royval. Winner takes on the winner of that fight. So a lot of different variables for the flyweight division. A lot of guys are suspended right now too, so it's a weird division. Yuki Ito, we got to give him a actual picture because he got a body picture, but he doesn't have his face picture for some reason. So, but yeah, he's on the rise as well. Young flyweight has 12-1 right now, and he's looking to make his debut. A lot of fresh blood rather coming in the flyweight division. So that's going to be exciting. The women's featherweight division again, just kind of Amanda Nunes. She'll be fighting Megan Anderson. Just kind of that's happening in August. Actually, that's going to be on the Brazil card. As far as Felicia Spencer, we might have her and Macy fight. That might be what we have next for him. Just kind of wait and see from there. It's so crazy that Zara knocked out as far as Felicia Spencer and really was like, oh my, she's going to maybe change the division up a little bit. Had the split decision with Holly, and it's kind of been weird ever since for her, but we'll see. We'll see as far as from that regard. Of course, Aspen Ladd is taking on Juliana Pena. That's coming up. I believe that's at the 263 card. 264 card, that's right. They're the co-main of the Quinton Kevin Lee 3. So we'll see how that plays out as Aldana and Ketlin Varela, as far as they, of course, could potentially, as far as she knocked out Ketlin Ferreira, so I don't feel like we need to make that fight. So it's probably going to be Aldana fighting whoever wins between Pena and Aspen Ladd. Ketlin Ferreira, I don't know who she'll fight next, potentially, as far as... it's weird that Yana is ranked second. Doesn't make any sense. She lost to Ketlin Ferreira. She's lost to Ladd. Her only win's somebody that was ranked 11th in the company rankings. Just doesn't make any sense, really, for her to be ranked so high. The bantamweight division's in a weird spot. There's really not a whole lot of contention right now that Nunes has left it. So that's been interesting to kind of cipher through. And then the flyweight division, of course, De La Rosa, Macy Barber, Blanchfield's taking on Chikagan. And then I believe Andrea Lee's taking on, she's taking on Maria, who is, 16th. So that's a bit of a tough fight for her. And then Molly McCann and Shevchenko. Potentially, we could have those two fight. That'd be a pretty crazy fight. Of course, she just lost to Montana De La Rosa. Maybe even Gillian Robertson as well. Maybe even Nico Montana. The women's flyweight division is actually pretty deep. Especially compared to the bantamweight. And, of course, obviously the featherweight. In the strawweight division, of course, Zhang Wei Li. She is taking on Rose whenever she gets healthy again. Which I believe she is. Oh, no, she's taking on Claudia. That's right, she's taking on Claudia Gaudella. Winner of that fight takes on Thug Rose. I believe Joanna Jędrzejczyk is fighting Luana Pinheiro. Yep. That fight's happening at 265. That's the Brazil card. Miss Yan, as far as that could also be a fight on the horizon for her, the title fight. She just beat Jessica Andrade. I would like to give her one more fight. Not exactly sure who yet. But we'll just kind of wait and see as far as from that perspective. Andrade is kind of now going to be maybe the gatekeeper of that division. Her being 10th, she's going to kind of be the person to keep a lot of these girls outside that top 10 potentially. But, that's strawweight division again. That's another one that's actually a pretty deep division compared to, again, the bantamweight division. But this fight night card, it is happening in China. So we're going overseas. Whittaker and Costa, of course, our main event. Arnold Allen and Calvin Kattar, the co-main event, featherweight fight. Cody Stamann and Yadong Song as well. Of course, Yadong Song probably going to be a Big Ten favorite there. As Zaruk Adasev against Murad Magmadov. As then Yananwu against Marina Moros to kick off the show. On the main card, at least. But yeah, Whittaker, Costa, very, very close on the betting lines. Of course, Costa's got that one loss, and it was to Adesanya. And it's a good fight. Good fight for a main event. Both 30 years old. Both have a stand-up style and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style. Of course, great boxing background for Bobby Knuckles as far as stand-strong boxing. He's working hard to get to the middleweight title. Once again, Arnold Allen and Calvin Kattar. It's going to be a very, very good fight for the featherweight division. Arnold Allen's a heavy favorite. Of course, Arnold Allen 7-1 in the UFC, 16-2 overall. Calvin Kattar 5-3 in the UFC. He just lost to Zabit. Got pretty much manhandled by Zabit. So he was undefeated going into that fight, but it is what it is. No, he wasn't undefeated. He was undefeated in the UFC, that's what it was. But yeah, he beat Josh Emmett before that, won with the Kimura, and looked good. But Calvin Kattar's a tough customer. Definitely don't want to overestimate him. And, that's boxer versus... I would say Allen's more of a wrestler than a boxer, but that's just me. I would say it's a boxer versus a wrestler, but that's going to be a fun fight, though. It's a fun co-main event. As Mr. Wonderful, Cody Stamann against Yadong Song, the Terminator. The Chinaman is looking to get a big win here in his hometown. Yeah, so probably not his hometown. We'll probably run Beijing if I had to guess. Could be wrong though. We might have ran somewhere else in China. But Cody's 4-2-1 in the UFC. Yadong Song 5-1-1. Both these guys looking to jump into the top 10. Cody though, 21st in the rankings, and he's ranked higher, and he's at least the higher betting odd favorite compared to Yadong Song. So this is a hell of a fight to make. That's going to be a fun one. And then Zaruk the Lion Adasev, the Uzbekistan kickboxer, taking on the Sambo Dagestan Russian in Murad Magomedov as the two flyweights here, battling it out there, as far as almost two top 15 flyweights battling it out, but Barad lost in his debut, Zaruk won in his debut, and this is a great fight for both guys. Murad, though, is the favorite. I think he's a better grappler, is why that is, but we'll see how that fight plays out. Two great young flyweights, or I guess really more flyweights in their prime, really, about to battle it out in Miss Wu here, the Chinese wushu fighter, 11-3. The Iron Lady, Marana Moros, the Ukrainian boxing sambo fighter, 11-3 as well. A lot of UFC fights compared to Yannan Wu, but Wu is the favorite. It's a slight favorite, though. As far as she's ranked 15th is Moros, and then for Wu, she's 19th. This is a fun fight, though. I think it's going to be a fun way to kick off the show. Prelims is Wan Yang, the Chinese, the Dongbi Tiger against Khalid the Warrior Taha, the 14-3 fighter. Doesn't have a team though, so that's probably why Wan Wang is the favorite. He is 21-2-1. He lost to Darren Elkins, which Darren Elkins it was a split decision. So that was a pretty impressive performance actually. A split decision, somebody that's a pretty highly ranked featherweight now, but we'll see how the Chinaman does. Yeah, the main event, the prelim, and then Ben Rothwell taking on Amir Alibakari, as Alibakari, the Greco-Roman wrestler, great Greco-Roman wrestler. He lost in his debut, though. He lost to, I believe that was Sergey Spivak, yeah, and that was at 254. Big-time fight for him, though. A hell of a Greco-Roman wrestler, taking on somebody like Big Ben Rothwell, who's been there and done that. It's a lot of fights, a lot of fight experience, and Alibakari is the favorite. We'll see how Rothwell does, though. He's a veteran for sure. He's got his own camp. This is a big fight for him. It could potentially be his last fight, too. You never know. He is 39. As Alan Brahma Jorban against the Leech, Li Jingling. Love to have the Leech on this card. He's fucking awesome. He's the favorite. God bless him. I hope he wins. I don't want to misconstrue anything. Now that we are backing the Leech in this one. But Alan Jouban, man, that's a tough fight, though. I mean, he's a very, very tough fighter. He won in his first fight here in the Save. He has had fights against, Dwight Grant. He's beaten Mike Perry. He's beaten Bilal Muhammad. Very, very tough fight for the Leech, but I'm hoping he gets a big win tonight. He did lose, very shockingly, against Max Griffin. Did not think that was going to happen at all. Yeah, he was a favorite in that fight. Hopefully that does not happen here. And hopefully Zhang Weili, I got Zhang Weili on the brain for some reason, but the Leech is looking to get a big win. As he's part of AK in Thailand, Pete Spratt, Muay Thai for Jobin. This is going to be a fun fight. And the two Chinese flyweights here. Really, Ming Shi is more of an atomweight, but she's fighting at strawweight here. She is the favorite. Bunny Bomb herself, making her UFC debut. Yeah, more of an atomweight fighter. Little thing, 5'3". That's definitely more of her weight class. But for Qing Kong Kulu Yan, she is definitely a strawweight, just an absolute demon of a wrestler. She's fought in Ryzen and 24 years old, too. A lot of these young girls, this kickboxer versus wrestler, this is exactly kind of what we want to see out of mixed martial arts sometimes. Is a nice styles clash. It's kind of crazy that the kickboxer is the favorite. I definitely would have thought Yan would be, but that's the way she goes. And then Kenan Song, the Chinaman, taking on David Zawadawa, the kickboxer, as far as from Germany, and 2-2, 3-2 for both men in the UFC. Kenan Song's a heavy favorite. Figured we'd kick off the show with a heavy favorite Chinese fighter getting a big win in China to kind of get the show off to a nice start. But, man, this is going to be a hell of a card for a fight night, too. I'm excited for it. It's the 7th main event for Whittaker. Second time for Paulo Costa. Both, of course, top 5 middleweights in the world. Costa's finished 3+5 opponents. Whittaker is the Blurk SF Picks favorite, but Costa will have a significant weight advantage, which is interesting, because fucking at least his last fight here in real life, Bobby Knuckles was looking fucking jacked. He looked like he was in incredible shape, so maybe we'll have to kind of edit that for him to kind of be more representative, more representation of what he is right now in real life. But Arnold Almighty Allen, the Boston Bomber, or the Boston Bomber, jeez, the Boston Finisher, Calvin Kattar, as Calvin Kattar finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Both fighters are world-ranked featherweights. Calvin Kattar 10th, Allen 13th. And Arnold Allen, the heavy favorite on the Blur Cat staff picks. Yeah, that's... I'd say, the wrestler has the advantage there. And then Cody Stamann in Yadong-song. Of course, they had a fight to end out the year 2019 with Overeem and Rosenstrahl. As far as it was a majority draw, so a rematch here. Cody has a 5-inch reach advantage. He hasn't won in a couple of years, but I think he's got a great chance against Song. But Song, of course, is going to have a nation behind him in that fight. That's going to be a fun one. Going to be a fun one. As and then again, Adasev looking to climb up more of that flyweight rankings, but it looks like Murad is going to be the favorite in that one. As Makhmudov 7-0 on the Blur Cat staff picks, all of them back in the Dagestan fighter. As Yanan Wu, and the Iron Lady Marana Moraz, as Moraz in Wu 5-2 on the Blur Cat staff picks. Wu the favorite. This is a tough fight though. That might be the fight of the night actually. It's kind of crazy to think about it because that's a good card, but that might be it. Those ladies bring it on those main cards. As Khalid the Warrior Taha against the Dongbi Tiger Guan Wang is the favorite. As 6-1 though. Taha's got a backer Mark J, but I would definitely go with the Chinaman on that one. Big Ben Rothwell and Amir Alibakari. Yeah, Rothwell's leaving, or letting his contract run out, really because I think Alibakari is going to beat him here. I think his wrestling's too strong for him, and I think he's going to get the win. But if Rothwell wins, boy, Amir Alibakari, his run in the UFC is going to be off to a tremendous failure of a start. I mean, just an awful start for him. But we'll see. The Leech against Alan Jarban as the Leech, big time favorite on the betting line. He's finished 3 of his last 5. I hope he gets a win. I fucking love him. As Jan, a 7-inch reach advantage too. That is crazy. To have such a reach advantage, to have a wrestling advantage, and still not be the favorite. I would throw all my money towards Queen Kong here on the betting line here. I don't see how it's such a... Unless Ming Shi is really that girl as far as in kickboxing goes, and she knocks her the fuck out. But I just don't see it. We'll see, though. As Kinnan the Assassin Song, David Sagat Zawada, as far as Song, the big-time favorite for the Chinaman to kick off the show. And, boy, we'll see how the minus 460 favorite does. He doesn't have a team, though, so that might hurt him here. As, of course, a loud ovation for Song. And we are underway with our Fight Night card in China. Song already gets a takedown. In looking for the armbar. Oh, he's trapped. Wow, pops his arm free. I thought that was going to be it. But now he's back inside control. Now looking for mount. Scrambles. Comes out on top. So we're back kind of where we started. As far as now pounding away. He's them pretty easily. Trying to get his leg free. It's a scramble now. Oh, he's on his back pulling guard. So, yeah. And now we're inside. Oh, no, we're not. He keeps his guard secure. Good job by Zawada. Keeping him working here. So, Zong trying to pass again. He passes only half guard. And just unloading here. Doesn't do a great deal of damage. But at least it's doing some damage. But, yeah, obviously 10-9 round for Song. Probably could have been 10-8, honestly. But I guess he didn't do a lot of damage compared to Zawada. But, yeah, 2 straight lefts. Then hits him with a straight right here. Good stuff. Catches him with a right hook. Another right hook. Boxer's doing well. Oh, that Song with a vicious right cross off the counter. Knocks him down. Looking to finish him here. And he does. Tough break. He was looking good. Then the fucking Kenan Song, the assassin, comes in and counter strikes him and fucking drops him. Big time win for Kenan Song. He thanks all of his sponsors for backing him. Also thanks his family, friends, and supporters. Asked who he'd like to fight next. He says it'd be it's a fight that he'll fight whoever they put in front of him, but he thinks Kimran Lachinov would be a particularly good contest there. And Ming Shi, the Bunny Bomb, against Queen Kong Kuru Yan. Boy, oh boy. Man, I mean, it's just such a fun fight on paper. We'll see how it plays out, though. Of course, both girls are going to get a big ovation And Herb a referee for this one as well. Yeah, I mean, Jan, she's an actual strawweight, so she's going to be bigger too. Like, this is going to be a big time fight for him. So Jan coming forward. 2 right hands, though, from Shi. So already, oh, and she catches over the crunching right hook. So there's a big time shot already. 2 left hands from Jan. Straight left from Shi. Jan trying to come in. But, yeah, Ing Shi, man, she is aggressive. Loving that. Oh, here comes a big right hand that misses. From Jan and Shi now with a quick jab and a low kick. Doesn't connect, though. Right hand. Nice right hook from Jan. Yeah, Jan is so much bigger. She's hitting harder, it seems like. And there's a 2-punch combination, though, from Jan. Quick left, straight right. Oh, going for the left hook that, as far as sails past Jan. So here comes a counter with a quick left jab. And low kick, though, that doesn't connect. Yeah, she's counter-striking, too. She's just way better than what they gave her credit for. There's a left jab and a right that lands clean as well. Counter jab from Shi, left hands. Then a straight right, too. Wow. As Kenneth the right jab, rather. Hits a straight left. Coming forward, 2 right hands off the counter from Shi. Now they engaging again. Jan slipping past the left hook. Counters with a quick left hook of her own. And yeah, she won that round. 10-9 for sure. So she's up on the scorecard, as at least after 1 round. Misses the right jab. Scores with the left hook, though. Does Shi. And now a pair of jabs misses. But actually hits the pair of jabs, rather. Does Miss Jan, but she misses the right hand. Coming forward now. Counter jab from Shi. Left hand. Shi dives to the leg kick. Meet in the center. 1-2 from Jan. So there we go. Another 1-2. There's a right jab on the left cross from Shi. Oh, she got her. Rocked her. Oh boy, left hand, lacked any power though to put her down. Yeah, that's that anim weight. Just you gotta have the power. Unfortunate for her. 2 jabs, they hit home, then hit a big right hand. There's a right jab. Doesn't find the mark though on the right hook though. After Shi finding her way past her opponent's score with the 1-2. Jan's getting tired now, so stamina's definitely coming into play. Counters the leg kick attempt with a right hand that lands clean though. Oh, glancing high kick. It's a jab and a right hook from Jan. And these ladies are getting after it. Oh, Jan with a powerful right hook. Knocks her down. Can she finish her in the second? Oh, she does. There we go. Hey, easy money. Easy money. As it seemed like she was the much better fighter on paper. I didn't understand that betting line coming into it. But here, we get it rectified, I guess, as far as with Jan getting the win. Hell of a fight, though. Hell of a fight. Those ladies brought it. And I was impressed with both girls, though. They're going to be fun in the strawweight division. That's another addition for that division. So that's going to be interesting to see how Jan does in the future. Because she is kind of small for flyweight, for a strawweight, a 5'3". Same thing for Ming Shi, though. But she did pretty well for herself there. But again, she was fighting another 5'3" opponent. And plus, the reach advantage, too, for Jan, I think played a big factor in it as well. But she's happy to cap off her UFC debut with a win. Come on, Leech. 17-7, 17-6. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be I hope he wins. I'll be devastated if he doesn't. Herb Dean's our referee again. Loud ovation for Lee here. Here we go. They opening bell. They set up strikes here, but after they touch gloves, right jab, right cross from Lee. Went for the head kick after the jab. Lands the jab, that misses the head kick. Oh, wow. Sudden flurry that hits a clean right hand. These boys are going after it. There's a flurry of 5 punches that ends it with a right hook. Does the Leech here. Rhino's kick. No! Don't go down! Oh, shit. Dodges the fucking uppercut. Oh, my God. Thank God. Right hook. Oh, no. There's a great right hook from Lee. As Alan Jobin trying to hit a jab here, wide of the mark on the head kick, though. There's a flurry of punches. Boy, they are lighting them up. Both guys are. There's a straight right hand that lands hard. 2 counter right hands, I believe. Oh, no, just exchange of strikes, then a counter right. 1-2 from Lee fails to land, and Zhengling Lee is, he's in trouble. He is in trouble right now. He definitely lost. Oh, wow, they're going to give it to him. Interesting. I would have gave it to Joe Manning because he rocked him, but I guess they said he did more damage. That's kind of shocking, but hey, listen, we'll take it. Take it any way we can. And now both guys are missing to start off the second round. Leech is tired. Damn. Yeah, both guys are swinging and missing here. They had a great first round. They just couldn't keep up that pace, unfortunately. There we go. There's a shot. The right jab to the body. Or no, just a regular right jab at the left groundless kick to the body. Doesn't land. There's a 1-2 from Lee. Jouban's getting tired now. Misses left cross. Here comes Lee with a clean right hand. Damn. Counter jab. Jab lands. Vicious right hand. Misses it though. Damn. A minute left in the second. Misses the jab and the left cross. Misses the right hand. Dodges their right hand and counterattacking with a left head kick. Oh no, another chance for him to the left cross. Thumps him. Oh man, trapped against the cage, please. Oh, he gets dropped. Hang in there, Leech. Hang in there. Whew. Well, they lost that round. I mean, really, realistically, it's 2-0. If we're taking our bias out of this, it should be 2-0 for Alan Jouban. But, they're going to have a dead even. I think the scorecard's going to get a little fucky. Especially it being a Chinese fighter. I think the Leech might steal one here. But we'll see, though. I mean, he's been fucking him up. And there's another shot here. Slipping past the right hook with a right jab. Counters the right hand with a jab. That's a left hook that's avoiding last possible second. Again, the Leech is getting tired. These guys have been swinging, though. Off target with a head kick. Yeah, those head kicks have been great. Both fighters, just fall into a clinch. I think the Leech is the better grappler, so this is going to be interesting to see. A couple of short punches to the side of the head. There's a stomp now. Knee strike to the thigh. Yeah, his wrestling's a lot better. Now he's got a gash underneath the eye after the elbow. He probably should have been doing this the whole time, but that's the Leech for you, man. He's going to put on a fucking performance that is worthy of a champion. Nah, that's maybe a little too much. But as far as Herb Dean, they restarted. About a minute left, man. If he rocks him again, if Allen does, that'd be huge. But I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, yeah, but he gets rocked by the Leech. And he drops him with the big right hook. Here we go. Looking to finish the fight here. Big right hands, powerful shots. Not happening, though. Damn. Herb Dean was letting these guys get after it. It was a lot closer than what the betting lines had it. But I would say, realistically, I think it's going to be a split. We'll see. 29-28 for the Leech. All right, they all went with the Leech. I think he did deserve it. It was tough, though. I mean, he rocked him, did Allen. But the Leech, besides getting rocked, that first round, he was the better fighter. That was a good fight, though. That was a very, very good fight. Much better than what they thought it was going to be with a betting line of minus 560. Very, very close. Man, that was a hell of a fight, though. And at least the Leech gets the win. And he gives a name check to winner, a.k.a. Thailand, all of his very sponsors, all of his friends, and his supporters. He wants Delano Taylor. Interesting. Big Ben Rothwell. Mir Alabakari. Two big-ass heavyweights here. 265 for both men. 6'4", 6'5". Big motherfuckers. Battling it out. Round one. Rothwell with the extract exchange. There's a jab from Alabakari. 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Kind of left hand from Alabakari. Counter jab. Stunning right hook. And yeah, that probably knocked him out cold. Sure did. Sure the fuck did. That's Big Ben for you. You can't count out power with these big-ass heavyweights. And Alabakari loses yet again. Unreal. And he wants Stephen Struve, so he wants to keep fighting. I mean, I guess we could potentially give him back a contract. Because I'm assuming no one signed him. Actually, we could probably look. Shit. No, we can't. We can't click on his little profile picture. But, I mean, if he's not signed by anybody, we'll probably bring him back. But if he is, then so be it, As far as Khalid the Warrior Top, man, I mean, both these guys are in tremendous shape. This is going to be a hell of a fight to main event the prelim. 14-3, 21-2-1. It says, for Dan Mergliato's referee, cage side judges here. Wang right in front of the home crowd. Here we go. As there's a jab and the right hook that's blocked, though. Off target with a head kick, but he scores the jab. This is Khalid. Now they're coming forward. Left hand from Wang. 1-2. Wang was equal to it, though. Misses the right hook. Here comes a counter from Wang. It's a fucking jab. A couple of jabs and then a round of kick to the body. That's too short, though. Another counter from Wang. Comes in with a couple of jabs and the right hook that's stuck. He's a pretty good counter striker so far. 1-2. Doesn't land either blow, though. Left hand from Wang. Left jab and a right cross from Ta, but doesn't, rock him or anything. Feint now from Wang. Went for the head kick. Saw it coming, though. Does Wang. I see it coming and counters the left kick to the body. 2 counter jabs from Wang. He's looking good. He is looking good. Counter striking pretty well. He's staying out of dodge. There's a nice head kick, though, after a couple of jabs. Oh, and he rocked him. Here we go. Big time uppercut. Down he goes. Could finish him here in the first. And he does. Good stuff from Guan Yang. The Chinese fighters, man, they're looking good tonight against the invading foreigners. But, as far as now, we'll go on the main card to see how it plays out there. As he wants Jonderson Burrito. That'd be interesting. But, yeah, thanks everyone connected. An American top team. Officers very responsive. I mean, Guan Yang might get ranked. I mean, he's 35. He's still looking good. He could get ranked. Could be, by the end of it. But Yanan Wu, the Iron Lady, Rano, Moros, 11-3, 11-3 for both women. Wushu, boxing, sambo, very, very close styles, stylistically, and I think it's going to be a fun fight here. Mercury out as referee, cage side judges there. Roar from the crowd for Wu. Here we go, Wu with a left hook already. Coming in hot. Counter jabs. Doesn't connect, though, with the low kicks. Does Moros. Body kick. But went for the body, rather. Gets countered by a quick jab and a kick to the lead leg. So counter striking already permanent. 5 punches. Wins only one of them. Misses the low kick, too. 1-2 from Wu. Coming in, walking her down. Jab from Moros. 1-2 again. Misses the left hand exchange. Jab lands. Avoids the big right. They stand and trade in the center of the cage. Nothing really coming of it, though. Fails on the... Hits the left jab. Fails on the body kick, though. Yeah, these girls, I mean, they're swinging and missing. Unfortunate for them. Throws 4 punches, lands 2 of them. So hit the head kick, though. Oh, there's a nice right hook from Wu after the jab. And now off target. Oh, off target with the head kick after the jab. So Wu's 1-2s. You could see it getting pieced together. Clean right hand, though, for Moros. Setting up the shoot-in, but again, we haven't seen a lot of takedowns. We saw 1 takedown so far, but yeah, that got exciting there towards the end. So Moros is up on the scorecard. That was a close fucking card, though, man. That was a close round. I felt like Wu was controlling a lot of it. Thought she landed more strikes. What did the fight metrics say? Yeah, it was almost dead even. Yeah, I think that's the right call then. So with strikes, if I could really land anything. Oh, there's a stiff head kick, though, off a counter. Knocked her down with the head kick, and Wu, look at the finisher, and she does. My God, what a win for Yanan Wu. Incredible stuff for her. I mean, she's on a tear right now, and she will probably be fighting somebody, potentially even in the top 5. What a huge win for the Tiger Muay Thai fighter. As she praises her team there, helping her prepare for the fight and sponsors for supporting her financially. Hell of a fight for them as a bit of a wrestling bout, which, well, maybe not a bit of a wrestling bout since we have a kickboxer in there. In the line, the Uzbekistan kickboxer, but definitely with Murad Magomedov, the Dagestani flyweight is looking to fuck him up. A 5'9" flyweight is pretty crazy. Refereeing this bout here is Mark Goddard. Cage side judges here. We get they touch gloves. Neither fight really land anything there in the beginning. Misses the right cross. Here comes a counter jabs from Adashev. Or Adashev, rather. As Adashev comes in looking for a brace of jabs followed by a spin kick that doesn't find the home. A right jab from Adashev as finds nothing but air on the big right. Oh, Murad's got him. Takedown. Got it. Side control. Kimura. Got it. Oh my God. Yeah, Murad Magomedov coming in and getting to work early with the Kimura. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you get a kickboxer in there, though. I mean, sometimes, especially somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience, potentially in wrestling, especially a Sambo, Dagestani, Russian fighter that is a grappling menace, you're going to get fucked up. Yeah, we kind of threw him to the wolves there, as that lion was sent to the fucking slaughterhouse. On that one, Murad Magomedov, though, thanks everyone connected to Fight Spirit Team, rather, for helping prepare for this fight, and sponsors for supporting financially as well. Yeah, that was awesome. Big win for him. Hell of a fight here, though. Rematch for Cody, Mr. Wonderful, Aman, and Yadong Song the Terminator. Boy, oh boy, can the Chinaman do it. The last Chinese fighter to have a chance to get a big win tonight against a foreign talent. Herb Dean's referee, cage side judges, song, big ovation here. Here we go, they touch gloves, looking for the strike. Exchanges here, looking to shoot in potentially. But Song, you know what he wants to do. He wants to piece him up. Nice right hook to the ribs. But Cody gets the takedown. Damn. Man, if he's going to lay and pray on top of somebody, that'd be crazy. Oh, Song, though. Oh, he got him with an armbar on the bottom. Here we go. What a win for Yadong Song, the Terminator, with a big armbar victory. What a win. Beats the 6-foot Stallman, and a hell of a victory. That's crazy. 6 foot, 135. Brother, can't be doing that. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be walking around 6 feet, 155, 160. Wild. What a win, though, for Yadong Song. Armbar on the bottom. A lot of finishes on this card, man. This fight night is delivering, for sure. As he praises his team at Team Alpha Mare, his favorite sponsors, all of his fans came and support him. And, names a local club. And, boy, what a night for the Chinese fighters, though. Some big wins tonight. So, our co-main event, Arnold Allen, the Boston finisher, Calvin Kattar, 5'11", 5'8", 145, 145, 21-5, 16-2, boxing, wrestling background, striker background, of course, for Calvin Kattar, but I would say more wrestler versus striker. We saw how the Dagestani wrestler did. Now we're going to see how the English wrestler can do, as Mark out as a referee again. Cage side judges, here we go. Left hand, but Allen avoids the body kick. That's a setup. Yep, Allen's got a hold of him now, got him against the cage, taking him down, rather, grabbing his arms around both his opponent's legs. Yeah, got the takedown. He's still pressed against the cage, so looking for the guillotine, and he got him. God damn. Another fast submission. Another first round, first 2-minute submission. This is crazy. So many submissions happening on this main card. So Allen gets his win in quick fashion. He thanks everything to TriStar Gym for helping him, as far as his various sponsors, as well as all of his friends, famous supporters. Part of the game plan, definitely for sure, to get him down and get a submission. And our main event, and I mean, it could be a submission here in this main event, but I'm hoping they stand up and bang here for 5 rounds for Robert Whittaker and Paula Costa. My God, this is going to be a fun fight. If it is as I perceive it to be, we'll see, though. I think it's going to be a stand-up battle. I think with a Muay Thai and karate/boxing background for Robert Whittaker, it's going to be a fun fight. Hoping it's going to be a fun fight. We'll see, though. They touch gloves, especially after the card we've had. Costa with scores with 2 punches, sudden flurry, but misses the... Oh, there's a head kick from Whittaker. Oh, he rocked him! Already, we might see another finish in the first round. Spinning back fist. Blocked most of it, though, to Paulo Costa. Damn, he managed to get his head clear, but that was a hell of a head kick, though. There's a quick kick to the lead leg from Whittaker. Bobby Nux is looking good. There's a right hand taking on the gloves after the jab, though. Oh, that's right jab and a kick to the rib cage. Oh, Costa gets countered with a good right hand. Yeah, the counter-striking from Whittaker's been on point. Looking good. Looking good. 1 punch out of a flurry. Gets his left hand blocked. There's a nice left and a nice right hook as well. Nice little 1-2. Another 1-2. Quick left, right cross. Oh, there's a fucking another counter. Quick left, solid right. These 1-2s off the counter are crazy. Costa there with a right hook. And there's a thumping kick to the thigh from Whittaker. Oh my God. These boys are swinging. Lord have mercy. Another jab and a right hook from Whittaker. I mean, he's getting fucked up. He does have a puncher's chance, but he's getting just destroyed. Oh my God, a devastating Superman punch. Knocked him down with 4 seconds left. Is he gonna? No. Oh my God, what a round. It's 10-9 Whittaker. I don't know, though. It was weird. Paulo Costa, he was getting outstruck for, almost all that round. Then a Superman punch out of nowhere drops him. So you feel like him dropping him might have changed the round. But fuck, what a fucking first round. Here we go. They engage here with a jab and a kick to the leg. Went for the head kick to Costa, but missed it. There's a left hand after the jab misses from Costa. Nails the right cross as Whittaker. Went for the head kick again. Left hand from Costa. Costa's getting tired, though. Misses the left cross. Here comes a counter from Whittaker. Jab and left to the body. Left hook from Costa. Massive right hook right on the jaw. Costa is down and probably out with this one. Yeah. Dan Miragliotta stops that one. What a win for Robert Whittaker. The Reaper has came to China to dominate Paulo Costa. And Paulo Costa, what a fucking performance. And he wants Adesanya. Listen. Had him twice in pretty short succession with not a lot of great success. Even though he beat Paulo Costa here, I just don't know if that's the fight for him. He fought literally 2 years. It'd be 3 straight years. All finishes from Adesanya. And at the same time, though, it's like, well, who else do you give him to? He's beating everybody else. He's just not beating Adesanya. Oh, it's a weird spot for him. Very, very weird spot for Robert Whittaker. But what a fun fight that was. What a fun card, man. Not a bad fight on the whole card. Another great show, actually, I would say, from our critical rating perspective. Commercially, though, it probably didn't do so well, it being in China. I'm sure that the time zone probably would have fucked a lot of people up of wanting to watch it, but it still did pretty well. Definitely want to give a performance bonus for Robert Whittaker. As far as, Arnold Allen as well. He did great. The fucking Leech gave him one, and he beat a ranked guy. Or, for rather, Guan Yang and the Leech, too. Yeah, because fuck it. Why not? And actually, Jan. Yeah, Jan did well. We won't give one to Gideon Song, though, unfortunately for him. Now we made 600,000. Yeah, we didn't. We made basically a little bit back of what we gained from gate reception and sponsorships. So we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. Basically, the ads covered the fighters' pay. Sponsorships kind of covered the production. And the merchandise covered the drug testing a little bit. So we basically pocketed half of that in most of the gate in some of the sponsorships. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. And a lot of people making over 50,000. And I think that's well deserved. That card was awesome. They delivered in a big, big way. Not a lot of people probably wanted to go over to China and fight. But they did, and they brought it. And I can't thank them enough. As that will do it, though, for episode 60. In our next episode, it is the trilogy fight for Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway for the featherweight title. Boy, oh boy, will that be a fun main event. And I cannot wait for it, as we will catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.